Perhaps one did not want to be loved so much as to be understood. The most effective way to destroy people is to deny and obliterate their own understanding of their history. In the face of pain, there are no heroes. Reality exists in the human mind and nowhere else. People sleep peaceably in their beds at night only because rough men stand ready to do violence on their behalf. The only good human being is a dead one. To die hating them, that was freedom. There was truth and there was untruth, and if you clung to the truth even against the whole world, you were not mad. Man serves the interests of no creature except himself. If people cannot write well, they cannot think well, and if they cannot think well, others will do their thinking for them. Some ideas are so stupid that only intellectuals believe them. The end was contained in the beginning. If you set yourself to it, you can live the same life, rich or poor. You can keep on with your books and your ideas. You just got to say to yourself, I'm a free man in here. He tapped his forehead, and you're all right. Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. If you loved someone, you loved him, and when you had nothing else to give, you still gave him love. Big Brother is watching you. Nothing was your own except the few cubic centimeters inside your skull. Several of them would have protested if they could have found the right arguments. There are some ideas so absurd that only an intellectual could believe them. To see what is in front of one's nose needs a constant struggle. Man is the only creature that consumes without producing. Freedom is the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. The stars are a free show. It don't cost anything to use your eyes. In a time of deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. Every generation imagines itself to be more intelligent than the one that went before it, and wiser than the one that comes after it. We shall meet in the place where there is no darkness. Until they become conscious, they will never rebel, and until after they have rebelled, they cannot become conscious. It's a beautiful thing, the destruction of words. Orthodoxy means not thinking, not needing to think. Orthodoxy is unconsciousness. Of pain you could wish only one thing, that it should stop. Nothing in the world was so bad as physical pain. In the face of pain there are no heroes. He wears a mask, and his face grows to fit it. If you kept the small rules, you could break the big ones. The consequences of every act are included in the act itself. The best books are those that tell you what you know already. If you want to keep a secret, you must also hide it from yourself. It was a bright cold day in April, and the clocks were striking 13. The essence of being human is that one does not seek perfection. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. Confession is not betrayal. What you say or do doesn't matter, only feelings matter. If they could make me stop loving you, that would be the real betrayal. Men can only be happy when they do not assume that the object of life is happiness. At 50, everyone has the face he deserves. The greatest enemy of clear language is insincerity. Stupidity was as necessary as intelligence, and as difficult to attain. Doublethink means the power of holding 2 contradictory beliefs in one's mind simultaneously and accepting both of them. Power is in tearing human minds to pieces and putting them together again in new shapes of your own choosing. On the whole, human beings want to be good, but not too good, and not quite all the time. This work was strictly voluntary, but any animal who absented himself from it would have his rations reduced by half. Let's face it, our lives are miserable, laborious, and short. During times of universal deceit, telling the truth becomes a revolutionary act. But it was all right. Everything was all right. The struggle was finished. He had won the victory over himself. He loved Big Brother. He was a lonely ghost uttering a truth that nobody would ever hear. Freedom is the freedom to say that 2 + 2 make 4. If that is granted, all else follows. The choice for mankind lies between freedom and happiness, and for the great bulk of mankind, happiness is better. We do not merely destroy our enemies, we change them. Sanity is not statistical. We know that no one ever seizes power with the intention of relinquishing it.